Nice to be here, enjoying what's looking like a fantastic tournament. So as usual, shocks galore. We promised you drama. So, down to the business end. Today, I'm pleased in announcing a few changes that I'd like to share with you. Further steps to strengthen our tour by moving closer to a completely level playing field with a 128 player flat draw are always on my mind. I want a system in snooker that's totally open, totally transparent and totally available to every professional player who picks up a cue, based on fairness and quality of play. We are currently negotiating with Shanghai and Australia to fall into line with 128 players in round 1 from 2015 for Shanghai and 2016 for Australia. Until a flat draw system is introduced, the top 16 players seeded through who do not win a match will receive their prize money, but none of it will count towards their world ranking with effect from the 2014-15 season. I can't entertain a system any longer that rewards people with ranking points or ranking prize money when in fact they haven't actually won a game on a snooker table. Despite thousands of tweets over the last few days, which is my own fault for saying there's going to be something big to be announced, I can confirm that the World Championship remains a minimum best of 19 frames in every round for 2015 and onwards. However, in 2015 the World Championships will be expanded to 144 players, with the top 16 still seeded through to the Crucible as their reward for the success they have enjoyed, earning them a top 16 place. The cut-off for 2015 World Championships will quite rightly this year be after the China Open. Other changes to the World Championships in 2015. All previous world champions will be invited to play in the World Championships in round 1, which will have the top 64 seeded and a random draw for the remaining 64 players. Remaining spaces making up the field of 144 players will be used by the WPBSA to encourage further global participation. We are spreading this game at breakneck speed around the world. Already we know that the first European Tour event will be held in Latvia for the first time in Riga, 7th to the 10th of August, and we intend to continue making our push to all parts of the world with even more enthusiasm over the next few months. So round 1 in the World Championships will be seeds 17 to 144, playing a flat draw 128 players. The loser will receive no prize money, they haven't made the cut. Round 2 will be the 64 winners, with the loser's prize money increasing from £1,000 to £6,000. Round 3 will be the 32 winners, with the losers receiving prize money up from £5,000 to £9,000. The 16 winners will play against at the Crucible against the top 16 seeds, as this year. Losers will receive £12,000, but if a top 16 player loses his first game, none of that money will count towards his world rankings. Prize money for the 2015 World Snooker Championships will increase to £1,350,000, an increase of £134,000. We appreciate the costs of being a professional snooker player, and this increase will be predominantly spread amongst the lower ranked players in the earlier round matches. The winner's prize therefore will stay at £300,000, the runner-up 125, the losing semis at 60, quarters at 30, last 16 at 20, and as I've said, the last 32 at 12, with the last qualifying round at 10 and the last 64 losers at 6. High break prizes stay the same, plus the rolling 147 prize. World Snooker is also pleased to announce that they will allocate a certain number of World Snooker invitations to players who have won multi-ranking titles in their career and selected in favour of those who have made a significant contribution to the sport of snooker. They will be invited in order of lifetime tour earnings to participate in the Pro Tour for the next 2 seasons based on the following terms. Invitations will be offered to all World Snooker ranking events where Pro Tour entries are less than 128 players. As you know, there are 132 players on the tour in major ranking events and 120 players in Players Tour events to allow us the opportunity to give 8 amateurs, local amateurs, an opportunity via qualifying competitions. Should additional players be required to complete the 128 or the 120 player fields, then they will be selected from Q School rankings derived from the 2014 Q School events. All World Snooker Invitational players will be required to conform to the standard players contract in operation for the relevant season. And these names, we've said today at the board meeting, will be announced following the conclusion of the 2014 World Snooker Championships. Doesn't take a genius to say 2 of the names are shoe-ins, with Stephen Hendry and Steve Davis receiving invitations, and we have the opportunity, should we feel it necessary, to invite other players up to a maximum of 4. Gentlemen, we're moving in the right direction. We are a long way from where I think we can get in terms of global participation in snooker and globalisation of our events. Our total prize money for this forthcoming season will be a little over £8.5 million. Frankly, with 1 or 2 other deals in the pipeline, it may get to £9 million if we achieve what we're setting out to achieve. We're in a good place, but this is no room for complacency, and we have to illustrate at every level that our game is fair, transparent and open just to players of ability, with no protection, just built on reputation.